Yeah, we're hearing testimony today from the rabbi of the New Light congregation and from a member of the Tree of Life congregation about what they encountered on the day of the synagogue shooting. Rabbi Jonathan Perlman says as New Light service was starting, he first heard shattering of glass, then the sound of gunfire. He told the congregants, "We're in danger and I want you to follow me. We're going to hide in this storage closet." He told everyone to get down, low, crawl, and get to the storage room. He'd hoped that they'd avoid being hit by gunfire if they were low to the ground. He says congregant Mel Wax was extremely hard of hearing and thought the shooting was over. Wax said he wanted to go out and see what had happened. As he secured the worshipers, including Wax, in that space, the rabbi urged Wax to please not come out. Now, previous testimony Wednesday recounted that Wax was in fact shot and killed when he peeked out after the rabbi moved on after securing Wax and the others in that storage area. The rabbi was eventually able to exit the building and connected with arriving police. Next, prosecutor Sue Song then questioned the following witness, Stephen Weiss, a member of the Tree of Life and the ritual director for the Tree of Life congregation. He testified that as prayer began in the Tree of Life service, there was a loud crashing sound. He heard 4 to 5 shots and saw shell casings falling on the floor, bouncing directly in front of him. He said it sounded like a semi-automatic, and from the casings, he believed they were from a long gun. He said that Rabbi Jeffrey Myers of Tree of Life was telling people, "Get down." As they fled, Weiss saw Rabbi Myers with his phone out, calling 911. He said Tree of Life member David Rosenthal was very frightened and agitated and said he wanted to go home. Weiss heard continuing shots as he went down a hallway towards and back down to the area used by New Light congregation, and he warned them. Weiss passed Rabbi Perlman and again saw Mel Wax and Barry Ferber in that dark space, and he heard again Rabbi at that time telling Wax to stay away from the door. As Weiss exited the building, he told 2 officers in the first arriving Pittsburgh police car where he thought the shooting was now happening. The officers ran for the main entrance of the synagogue building. The sound of gunfire continued. One of the first arriving officers came back around using profanity and said he, the officer, had been shot in the hand. The officer told Weiss and others who were outside to move back for safety. So all that testimony just this morning, testimony continuing through the day. Reporting from the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting trial at the Pittsburgh Federal Courthouse downtown, Bob Mayo, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Bob, thank you.